Start. Good morning. Today we are going to talk equation of a line in space passing through 2 points. Last video we spoke about equation of a line passing through the point and parallel to vector. Today topic is derive the equation of a line passing through the 2 points in both vector and Cartesian form. This is also very important topic for 5 marks in theory. The question is derive the equation of a line. Derive the equation of a line passed in space passing through two points in both vector and Cartesian form. Both vector and Cartesian form. So today question is this is. Now how to define, how to derive this equation of a line. So let us take 3D space. I consider three-dimensional geometry. X-axis, Y-axis, Z-axis. Let O be the horizon. OX, OY, OZ. OX, Y, Z is a Cartesian system. Next, what he has given? To find the equation of a line. How many points are given? 2 points. So let us take 2 points. So this is the line L, which is passing through 2 points. A, take the points here. A is equal to x1, y1, z1. And B is equal to x2, y2, z2. So these are the points on a line L. It means given line is passing through the 2 points. Derive the equation of a line space passing through 2 points. Now join OA, OB. So we get directed lines. We get the directed lines. So let this vector, OA vector is equal to A bar. So A bar is what? Position vector of the point A with respect to horizon. Similarly, it is also called a directed line. So it is called vector. Let B bar be a position vector of the point B with respect to horizon. Next, let us take any point, locus point, any point on the line L. So I take the point P, X, Y, Z is any point on the line L. So join OP. So we get OP vector. Let R bar be the position vector of the point A. Let R bar be the position vector of the point R bar be the position vector of the point P with respect to horizon. So these things what we have taken on the diagram we should write here. So derivation part. So first point is what? So we can write all points at a time. Let A bar, B bar be the position vectors, of the points of the points A of the points A x1 y1 z1 and B x2 y2 z2 with respect to origin. This meaning what? OA bar is equal to A bar, therefore origin, then OA bar is equal to A bar, OB bar is equal to B bar. Now observing AB bar with respect to origin from this triangle OAB, we get AB bar is OA bar plus AB bar is equal to OB bar. From the triangle OAB using vector law of addition. From triangle OAB using vector triangle of addition, OA bar plus AB bar is equal to OB bar. Is it right? Yes. So using vector law of addition, OA bar plus AB bar is equal to OB bar. So direction also followed always. So this is called vector addition of two vectors. So AB bar is equal to, we should write OB bar minus OA bar. This becomes AB bar is equal to B bar minus A bar. So we got AB bar is equal to B bar minus A bar. In the same manner, consider the point R vector. Let R bar be the position vector. R bar be the position vector of the point P x, y, z. It is any point on the linear, any point that is locus point, because it satisfied number of points. So take the general point x, y, z with respect to origin. Then OP bar is equal to R bar. OP bar is equal to R bar. So this is vector method only. Vector method. So we got it, OP vector. Now we are observing, again observe that OAP, is it a triangle? Yes. Again using triangle of two vectors, from triangle OAP, OA bar plus AP bar is equal to OP bar. OAP. So OA bar plus AP bar is equal to OP bar. It is called triangle of two vectors, addition of two vectors. From this, AP bar is equal to OP bar minus OA bar. Substitute the values. AP bar equals R bar minus A bar. So we got AP vector. AP vector is equal to R bar minus A bar. AB vector is equal to B bar minus A bar. Observing all of you, what do you say that? You observe what? Everyone observe here. OAPB observing here. So APB, what these are? What do you call? Yes, these are called collinear points. A, P, B lie on same line. If A, P, B lie on same line, then A, P, B are collinear. It means if two vectors are, that means two vectors are collinear, AB vector, AP vector are collinear, What is the condition? If two vectors are collinear, two vectors are means A vector and B vector are parallel. We know the condition. Since from this AP vector is parallel to AB vector. So condition for, or simply we can write AP vector and AB vector are collinear points. That means here these are A, P, B are collinear, we can write. Since A, P, B are collinear points, that is AP vector is parallel to AB vector. AP vector is parallel to AB vector. From this, if two vectors are parallel, we have the condition AP vector is equal to lambda times AB bar, where lambda is scalar, non-zero scalar. It is a constant. Now substitute here. We got AP bar is equal to what? R bar minus A bar is equal to lambda times AB vector is equal to B bar minus A bar. This implies R bar is equal to A bar plus lambda times B bar minus A bar. Let us take equation 1, which is called equation of a line in vector form. Remember all of you, equation of a line in vector form is R bar is equal to A bar plus lambda times B bar minus A bar. If you derived this one in vector form, from this we can also derive in Cartesian form. Now Cartesian form very simple. So how to derive Cartesian form? Observing all of you. Cartesian form. So firstly, what is A? A is called point. So A bar is a vector. With respect to what? A. So A bar be the position vector of the point A. So write A bar is equal to x1 into I cap plus y1 into j cap plus z1 into k cap. x1 into I cap, y1 into j cap, z1 into k cap. Next, what is the B vector? B vector is a position vector of the point B. So write in vector form, B vector is equal to x2 into I plus y2 j plus z2 k. And what is the R vector? General vector this is. R vector is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. After the hereafter, we substitute in equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. So what is the R bar? R bar is xi plus yj plus zk. Okay? Plus this is equal to A vector. What is the A vector? That is x1i plus y1j plus z1k plus lambda times. What is the B vector minus A vector? B vector minus A vector. If you want to directly, substitute directly. Otherwise, we can write one more step also. B bar minus A bar, substitute. x2 minus x1, I common. y2 minus y1. I write directly x2 minus x1 lambda times x2 minus x1 into I cap plus y2 minus y1 into j cap plus z2 minus z1 into k cap. So this is the substitution in the equation 1. From equation 1 we got. Now simplify. So this term taking on left side. That is. Do we get the common terms? Yes. What are the common terms here? I, j, k. Taking the common, x minus x1 into I plus y minus y1 into j plus z minus z1 into k. Okay? Directly written. So open the brackets, taking I common, x minus x1 plus y minus y1 into j plus z minus z1 into k is equal to, here multiplying with lambda term, lambda times x2 minus x1 into I cap, lambda times x2 minus x1 into I plus lambda multiplying all terms, lambda times y2 minus y1 into j cap plus lambda times z2 minus z1 into k cap. Okay, are you following this? Okay, now simplification. This is easy simplification. Once you get the equation of a line in vector form, from this we can easily solve equation of a line in Cartesian form. This is simple only, mainly derive that is. Now comparing both sides. On both sides, comparing like terms. So what are the like terms here? Here I coefficient, here I coefficient. So we write x minus x1 is equal to lambda times x2 minus x1. From this, lambda value is x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1 equal to lambda. This is the first one. Similarly, y minus y1 is equal to lambda times y2 minus y1. From this, y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 is equal to what? Lambda. And third one is comparing k coefficient, z minus z1 is equal to lambda times z2 minus z1. From this lambda value is z minus z1 upon z2 minus z1 is equal to lambda. We got lambda value in x, lambda value in y, lambda value in z. From these three equations, from the above equations, what is the writing here? All lambda values are equal. So we can write x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 is equal to z minus z1 divided by z2 minus z1, which is equal to lambda. This is called, equation of a line in Cartesian form. So remember, what is the equation of a line in vector form and Cartesian form passing through 2 points. This theorem is very, very important. So first theorem, second theorem are very, very important. All of you solve this. So try to practice 3 to 4 times. So what is the vector form? Observing once again, just I revise quickly. Let A vector and B vector be the position vectors of 2 points A and B on the line L. x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. A bar and B bar. That is, OA bar is equal to A bar, OB bar is equal to B bar. Next, from the triangle OAB, it is called triangle of vector addition. Using triangle of vector addition, AB bar is equal to B bar minus A bar. Next, let R bar be the position, this is general vector of a point P with respect to origin, then OP vector equal to R bar. Now observing triangle OAP. From the triangle OAP, using triangle of vector addition, AP vector is equal to R vector minus A vector. Now we observe what from the diagram? A, P, B are collinear points. It means AP vector is parallel to AB vector. AB vector parallel condition, we know that if two vectors are parallel, they are differ by constant. AP vector is equal to lambda times AB vector, where lambda is a non-zero scalar. R bar minus A bar equal to lambda times B bar minus A bar. R bar equals A bar plus lambda times B bar minus A bar, which is called equation of a line passing through 2 points in vector form. This is a point, here also point there. Next, using Cartesian method. So using first equation, take the A bar, B bar, R bar in vector form, substitute in equation, simplify that. We are getting equation of a line in Cartesian form. What that is? X minus x1 upon x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 equals z minus z1 upon z2 minus z1. It is called equation of a line in Cartesian form. So last class we completed equation of a line passing through the point. That is R bar is equal to A bar plus lambda times B bar. It is called equation of a line passing through the point and parallel to vector in vector form. X minus x1 by A is equal to y minus y1 by B is equal to z minus z1 by C. This is called equation of a line passing through the point x1, y1, z1 and whose DRs are ABC. X minus x1 by ABC are called direction ratios. x1, y1, z1 is a point. This is a standard form. All of you remember standard forms. This is also standard form. Using these standard forms, we are solving the exercise problems and example problems. Next concept is angle between two lines. So angle between two lines, formulas are there, and also what are the values, how to find out, see here. So angle between two lines in vector form, just I am writing formula enough. Vector form, angle between two vectors I am taking, that is here R bar equal to two lines are take here. R bar is equal to A vector plus lambda times B vector, and another line R bar is equal to A vector plus we can take mu times B bar. But here these are different lines, so we can take the points A1, B1, A2, B2. So these are the lines. So let two lines R bar equal to A1 plus lambda times B1 bar, R bar equal to A2 plus mu times B2 bar, and theta be the angle between them. Then what is the cos theta? So we know that two vectors formula, angle between two vectors in vectors, cos theta is equal to A vector dot B vector divided by magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector. Similarly here two vectors, these are called vectors. B1 bar dot B2 bar divided by magnitude of B1 bar into magnitude of B2 bar. This is in vector form. Similarly Cartesian form. What is the Cartesian form? In Cartesian form, what is the line equation? Take the two lines, standard forms, x minus x1 by a1 is equal to y minus y1 by b1 is equal to z minus z1 by c1. x1, y1, z1 is a point, line passing through the point, and whose DRs, direction ratios, a1, b1, c1, and second line x minus x2 divided by a2 is equal to y minus y2 divided by b2 is equal to z minus z2 divided by c2, and theta be the angle between them, and theta be the angle between them. Then what is the formula? So using vector method, just you remember only formulas. Cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divided by root over square root of magnitudes, this magnitude value, that is a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Angle between two vectors, angle between two lines in vector form, cos theta is equal to b1 bar dot b2 bar by magnitude of b1 bar into magnitude of b2 bar. In Cartesian form, cos theta is equal, if we take acute, magnitude of a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 upon square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Here some conditions are there. What are the conditions? If two lines are perpendicular, these two lines are perpendicular, whatever it is here, if line 1, line 2, if L1 is perpendicular to L2, if L1 is perpendicular to L2, the condition, that is cos 90 is 0. So cross multiplying becomes 0 here. Only remaining this is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. This is very important condition. If two lines are perpendicular, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equal to 0. That means what? Dot product is equal to 0. b1 b2 equal to 0. Suppose if two lines are parallel, if L1 is parallel to L2, then condition, so cos 0 is what? 1. Simplify this value, we get condition a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. If two lines are parallel, the condition will be a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2. If two lines are perpendicular, the condition will be a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equal to 0. In terms of DCs also, we are getting same answers, L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 equal to 0. So whatever it is, you remember angle between two lines, no need any derivation, just you have to remember angle between two lines in vector form, in Cartesian form, and parallel condition, perpendicular conditions. This is about equation of a line passing through 2 points. Next we are going to continue the shortest distance between two lines. On tomorrow class we will continue this concept.